We are here at IDPD on Ogilvie Road celebrating International Day of Persons with Disabilities and Inclusive Employment. It is a national cash mob here in Ottawa, as well as with the Gateway Association in Edmonton and Teamwork in Halifax.
Today we have basically what's called a cash mob. So we're trying to get as many people in as possible that are from LiveWorkPlay or that know about inclusion in the workplace, so hiring people with disabilities. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to show support to small businesses in the city.
Well, people with disabilities are great employees, and it's part of our community, the diversity of our community. Customers appreciate seeing communities represented when they come into stores and restaurants, and basically it's good workers, good for the bottom line. Personally, I always look for businesses that represent their community, so culturally, and also I keep in mind that people with disabilities are a part of that. So if it's a business that demonstrates respect for everyone in our community, that appeals to me, and that's where I bring my business, and I think a lot of people think the same way.
I do work for the customer service at the Giant Tiger. My skill is helping the customer service for the long hours, and then we check all the shopping carts from the first of the store to end of the store.
Well, I think when you think about just employment in general, not for just people with disabilities, but for anybody, you think about how much your job really, means to you, right? And how it's a source of pride, it's a source of relationships, obviously income as well. But you think about how important your job is to you, and that's why it's important to hire people with disabilities, because often they're overlooked and they have trouble accessing employment.
So people with disabilities are a part of the world, they're a part of everyday life, and they have just as much right as anybody else to be working and contributing, and I think it's really important that they have that opportunity.
Well, it's important that businesses hire people with disabilities, because otherwise, what are you going to do with the people that have disabilities? Either the state has to support them, and that is going to cost taxpayers, basically, to support them, or they can actually contribute to the economy of the country by working for actual businesses. And so it's really important from an economic point of view, in my opinion, that we try and employ as many people as we can. And these people, I think statistics have shown that they are reliable, they are basically happy, they're content and whatnot, so why not give them the opportunity to contribute to our own economy?
I would say that as a small business, it is so easy to focus on the bottom line. It is so easy to focus on profit over people. But I believe that as a consumer, if you support someone who has a small business, who volunteers and gets involved in their community, who does things like hires people with disabilities, that's the kind of people you want in your community, and you want to support them, because at the end of the day, they do need their support, and they are making a conscious choice not necessarily to go after the bottom line at all costs. They're actually trying to do the right thing for your community. So that's why it's important to support a small business who does things like volunteer in the community and also hires people with disabilities.